Okay, imagine that you're taking what you think is ecstasy at a party. Don't take drugs, please. But instead, it turns out to be a much more dangerous drug that can cause overheating, organ failure, seizures, or even death. That drug is called PMA, also known as paramethoxyamphetamine. Let's just use PMA, it's easier to say. PMA is a synthetic stimulant and hallucinogenic drug in the amphetamine family. Even though it looks similar to ecstasy, it's actually far more dangerous because its effects take longer to kick in, which causes people to overdose more easily. Today I'm going to explain what PMA is, where it came from, how it affects the body, and why it became one of the deadliest drugs connected to the rave culture. PMA started appearing in the drug market during the 1970s. It first became more noticeable in Canada because that's where connected to the drug, and many cases from this drug started appearing in Canada. After that, the drug spread to parts of Europe and Australia. One major reason PMA became abused is because it was often sold as ecstasy, which is MDMA. Many people had no idea that they were taking PMA instead of the drug they thought it was, which it was MDMA. This became dangerous in club and rave culture because that's where ecstasy is very common to use. Don't take drugs, please. Since PMA and ecstasy, they look very similar, the people wouldn't realize that PMA it was more toxic and more dangerous until it was too late. Let's talk about what type of drug is it. PMA is both a stimulant and hallucinogenic drug. As a stimulant, it speeds up the activity in the brain and body. As a hallucinogen, it can also affect perception, emotions, and thinking. The drug works by increasing important neurotransmitters that are serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. Usually, these chemicals help control mood, energy, focus, and body temperature. But PMA causes a big release of these chemicals, which blocks the brain from reabsorbing them. The biggest danger is with serotonin. PMA strongly affects serotonin regulation, but the effects happen slowly. Because the people, when they take the drug, they don't feel anything right away. They usually take more because they think the first dose didn't work, but that wasn't true. So that made to people to overdose to keep taking more doses of the drug, leading to overdoses. Let's talk about the symptoms and the effects. The effects of PMA can be neurological and physical. For the neurological, we have euphoria, confusion, anxiety, agitation, and hallucinations. But we gotta be more aware about the physical ones, which are the most dangerous. Severe overheating, which is hyperthermia, heavy sweating, dehydration, increased heart rate, high blood pressure, muscle rigidity, respiratory distress, among others. In very severe cases, PMA can cause seizures, organ failure, loss of consciousness, and death. One reason PMA is so dangerous is because body temperature can rise extremely fast. So the body basically overheats from the inside. Okay, now let's talk about the body systems and how PMA affects them. To first understand why PMA is so dangerous, let's understand two body systems: the integumentary system and the muscular system. The integumentary system includes the skin, sweat glands. Its job is to protect the body and regulate temperature through sweating and heat release. The muscular system includes skeletal muscle and muscle fibers. These muscles create movement and naturally produce heat during contractions. Normally, these systems work together to maintain homeostasis, which means keeping the body balanced and stable. But PMA, the drug, disrupts this balance. The drug overstimulates the neurotransmitters of serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. This causes muscles to become overactive, leading to tension, tremors, and extra heat production. At the same time, the skin tries to cool the body through heavy sweating, but eventually the sweating becomes ineffective, causing dehydration. As a result, the body loses its ability to regulate temperature correctly, leading to a dangerous hyperthemia. This overheating is one of the main reasons PMA has caused so many deaths. For interesting facts, we have that it has a lot of names. Among the names there is Dr. Death, Killer, Pink Ecstasy, Red Mitsubishi, Chicken Fever, Double Stack. And those are some names of the drug. PMA was never common in the United States like it was in Europe and Australia, but it's still around. Like it's still the drug in the market currently. Um, a very important fact about this drug is that PMA is classified as a Schedule 1 drug in the United States. That means it has high potential for abuse and is not accepted for medical use. It is illegal to possess, sell, and consume. And that's it for my drug explanation. Thank you very much.